Hey guys, welcome back to Blind Strike Exotics. I'm John, and so what's your name?
I'm Maddie.
This is Maddie, and today we are going to be cutting clutch number 5. So this clutch is probably the first one that I'm like really excited about. This was Big Puma bred to one of my 2 super enchi Orange Dream females. Big Puma is an Orange Dream pinstripe leopard enchi male. So what I'm looking to do out of here is hopefully hit some super enchi, super Orange Dreams, leopard pinstripes. And he looks like a big cat. Let me actually pull him out real quick. Where is he? He's down here. I call this my sort of my big cat line. I love him. He looks really cool. He has no supers in him from what I was told when I bought him. I don't believe he does either. But like his spots kind of make him look like he's a cheetah or something. So what I'm trying to do is really work with these 4 genes and try to see how much better I can make this look. And he was also bred to a super enchi ghost female, which I like the way it looks because it takes the darker colors like the blacky browns and it kind of makes it a gray color. So I'd like to see him, these genes or a 6-gene animal with hypo in it. So I think I did see a couple super enchis, the couple that were popping their heads out in here, but I couldn't see, the rest of their pattern. So let's cut them open and see what we have. We have 5 eggs in here. He had 4 females lay with him this year. All of them have very similar genes. Both of the super enchi OD females, one was a leopard enchi and one was a super enchi ghost. So between them I probably have 20 eggs or so. Hopefully there's a good chance that I hit what I'm looking for, like a 6-gene animal. And that would probably definitely be a holdback for me. And males and females, because the most I have in females with these genes are 3 genes. So if I can get a 5 or 6 gene female out of that to breed back in a couple years would be really awesome, especially with the hypo, the het ghost. So let's start cutting these eggs. Alright, so this clutch was born 4/23 and the hatch date was going to be around the 21st, and these are about a week early. I've been seeing some of this with some of the clutches, and it's probably because the temperature in the incubator might be a half degree warmer than they need to be, but because of how tall the incubator is from top to bottom, you kind of have to pick like a medium temperature where they're all going to hit around 90, 91 degrees or so. You want them probably around 90 degrees. Typically the cooler the incubator, the longer it will take to hatch. The warmer, the quicker they'll incubate. So let's see what we have. There's definitely a lot of condensation building up here in the shrink wrap, or the plastic wrap. You can see we have 2 that already came all the way out, a 3rd that kind of pipped, and I'm gonna get back in there. Go ahead, get back in there and I'll cut you out. Can you get back in? I believe this is. No? You want to go back in? He's got a couple. Maybe they'll get back in at some point. Let me actually cut. I'm going to cut this. Nope, he's going to come out too. Look, watch this. He's actually poking his little head out as we speak.
The head.
Let me take a picture of them all poking their heads out. This is honestly the coolest part of breeding ball pythons, is watching these guys come out of the eggs and kind of not knowing what you're going to get inside of each one of these. But we had 3 pop out here already, and you can see this one's trying to poke his head out again. I'm actually curious to see if it actually comes all the way out. Come out, buddy.
Come here, Dad, buddy.
Squeezing his nose out there. Actually, I'm gonna start with this one up here. This is one of the smaller eggs. I believe they were all good. They all had good veins when I checked them initially, so I don't expect to have any of these be bad, but I won't know until we cut them. At least 3 of them are good so far. So 3, is something I am happy with. This pattern looks sort of crazy in here. Let's see if I can... This snake looks very similar to Dad. It's moving. The pattern looks really blown out. I'm trying to see if I can see where the baby's head is, though.
Oh, what's the red thing?
This is probably one of the smaller ones.
What's the red thing?
Those are the veins. That carries the blood to feed the baby.
It's gonna be hurt.
That's in there. It's moving. It's kicking. The pattern is super blown out.
That hurts.
No, it doesn't hurt. The baby's okay.
It's okay.
Can't find the head. It must be buried down in there, so I'm not going to bother it too much. This is definitely at least a 4-gene animal. There's a ton going on inside that egg. The baby's moving around, so I'm hoping that Hatch is okay. But we'll see in a couple days. I'm really excited about this one. This is kind of what I was looking for. These other ones don't look like they are like the crazy... These 3 anyways don't look like the 4, 5, 6 gene animals. They just look like they, maybe have maybe 3, maybe 4.
So what time is it?
Time is 8:39.
Yeah, it's 49.
You have somewhere to be.
Yeah, my mom get home.
Well, Mom's not home for a while. She just went to work.
Mom's gone home. Mom's gone
This
home.
one's gooey.
Yeah, it's really gooey.
It's really gooey. And there's...
Ew.
This is my other...
Did I touch him?
No, it's really gooey, honey.
It's really gooey.
This one is going to be another one of the super crazy mega... This might be all 6. This one looks really crazy. I don't know if you can see that inside there or not. Oop, that's leaking on the floor. That might be my 6-gene animal, though. It's super bright. It is like really yellow.
It's really little.
Crazy head stamp if it'll focus on there.
It's really little, Daddy.
Crazy head stamp. So that might be my baby right there. That snake looks
Really goofy.
awesome. Look how cool that looks.
Ew.
Ew. But that's a cool looking snake, Maddie.
Yeah, it's really gooey.
That might be what I was looking for.
Oh my god. Where's he?
So that's
Oh my god.
pretty good odds. I think this one, assuming this one ends up being okay, and he's completely upside down on the egg, so I'm hoping it's
I like that red
hoping it's
thing.
healthy.
Gooey.
That could be a 4-gene animal, which would be cool. I don't know if I would keep a 4-gene animal out of this as a holdback. But this one, I think, is definitely going to be kept, which might even be my first ever holdback, because I haven't held anything back yet. Now, the rest of these guys,
The dog guy is so big.
we got to be careful, because these ones are really big. And
Yes,
the eggs are really plump. These are my 3, must be my 3 bigger ones. So when you're cutting these, you really want to make sure that the pressure of the scissors is like right up against the egg, so you're not accidentally cutting snake. Especially on some of these eggs where the snakes are like really big. And this snake is very big. It's really cool looking too from the looks of it. Look at that. That snake is really cool looking. So I'm saying this one's got to be super enchi. By the color of it, I'd assume it's Orange Dream. I don't think it's Pinstripe, because Pinstripe usually breaks up that pattern even more. Could be Leopard. By the head stamp, it looked like it may have been Leopard. I'd guess this might be super enchi. Orange Dream Leopard.
I don't know, Daddy.
But now that I cut it out, it's put its head back in, so... This looks a little... I don't know. That's a really cool looking snake, though. That's an awesome looking pattern. Super bright yellow, really blacks, very reduced pattern. If I keep hitting snakes like this out of these clutches from Big Poom, I'm gonna be extremely happy.
This snake is so big.
So big. Now, my odds of hitting super enchi in most of these are pretty good, because the mom is super enchi, so she's passing on enchi to all of the babies, and the dad, he has enchi as well. he also has 3 other genes, so the odds of him passing on, you know, at least 2 genes to his offspring are pretty good.
Him. Okay.
Now, what does he feel like? You want to touch him?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Is he slimy?
Yeah, it's really
He
slimy.
has all the goo from the egg on him.
Yeah, it's really goofy.
It's really gooey.
Gooey? That's really gooey.
Now, his head is poking out of here.
It's really poking out in there. It's really poking out.
Go back in. There we go.
Go back in there. Then I touch him.
Oh, this is really gooey, honey. Alright, so if I show you guys, compare these 2 eggs here. There's a big difference in pattern from this one on the left to this one on the right. This one might be super enchi, maybe leopard. I'm guessing this one's orange dream because this is the higher orange color. This one's really cool too. I don't think this is a single gene enchi. It looks like it's probably a super enchi. It's a really pretty snake. This one has a really cool head stamp on it. This is a lot lighter in color though. The sides are a lot closer to white than this one. This one pretty much holds yellow all the way down the sides of the snake. But the one I just cut open has a really neat head stamp. Now this guy or girl here has a similar head stamp to the one I cut 2 ago. So I'm thinking this might have more than just 2 or 3 genes in it. If I can get it to go back in. Go ahead. Go ahead. Squeeze back in there. You're stuck. This baby is stuck. You can't get his head back in. I guess the only way for him is out. So you gotta be. So this egg is super tight. This snake must be really big in here. There's like no room left. Obviously his head's sticking out. I can't cut where he pipped, and he doesn't look like he cut anywhere else with his egg tooth. So this is going to be a little more difficult to cut safely, but I think I can get. Basically, you want to kind of pinch the egg, so you're making sure there's no snake in it. And while you have it pinched, you need to cut right along the pinched area, so that way you're not getting any snake. And then when you cut, you just want to kind of like pull out against the egg so that you're not accidentally nicking the snake. And as long as you keep like outward pressure on it, you're pretty safe so that you're not getting any snake. Now, getting kind of in a precarious position because you're getting closer to him or her. This one, I'm going to say probably has the OD in it too. It looks very similar. Let's see if I can rip this a little more to get his head out of there. And you're not coming out of there, are you? I'm trying to help you. Well, this one looks very similar to this two look very similar. So if I'm thinking they're super enchi, probably super enchi leopard orange dream. They could be super orange dream, I don't know. I'm gonna have to pull them out. They very well could be. This one, I'm starting to think this one is absolutely all 6 genes because the pattern is so reduced, and even the head stamp is so reduced, and it's just basically a yellow and orange snake. These two definitely have super enchi patterning. There's definitely, I don't think, any pinstripe in them. So the only other 2 genes in play at that point are Orange Dream or Super Orange Dream and Leopard. And I think definitely from the way the head looks, it looks like a Super enchi Leopard. And let me see if I can get his, I wish he'd get his head back in there. Go ahead, push your head back in. There you go. There you go, buddy. Make sure you don't, make sure, I'm gonna rip that little piece right there so he doesn't get his head stuck in there again.
Am I so tired?
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I have to cut it because I can't rip it.
I'm really tired. What's this little bit?
Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got these two kind of look very similar. This one probably is a, I'm assuming these might be 4 or 5 genes. This one is maybe 3 genes. This might be the all gene animal, all 6. And this one, I'm starting to wonder if there's an issue with it because it is almost belly up and it's not coming out. I'm actually going to try to cut it open a little more just to see if I can get it out of here a little more. Okay, so I'm going to try to open this one up a little more to see if I can see what's going on with it. I have a feeling that there's sort of an issue with it. It's kind of upside down in the egg. And it looks like it's developed all the way. I can't see any kinking or anything. But I want to make sure there's no, you know, like an umbilical cord wrapped around its head or anything. And it's a very similar pattern to the one that I'm thinking is the 6 gene snake. Really don't want to mess with it too much, but I don't know if much of a choice. There's the, I found the head. Yeah, man, this might be the all gene animal too. It looks like it's still kind of in like the yolk sac a little bit. I don't want to like tear it too much because that steak's not ready to come out. I don't want it to die because it's kind of not in a position to hatch yet. It looks like it's okay. It just looks like it's not ready to come out yet. But there's the head. There's the yolk sac. So I'm hoping it comes out okay. Hopefully cutting the egg a little bit helps it at least get out of the egg and helps it breathe. I'm gonna keep a closer eye on that snake just to make sure that I don't have any issues with it getting out of the egg or being strangled by the umbilical cord, the umbilicus, whatever you want to call it. But the other 4 look fantastic. I'm thinking again this one might be all 6 genes. These 2 I'm thinking are at the very least Super Enchi Leopard Orange Dream. This one I'm thinking might be Super Enchi Orange Dream or Super Enchi, turn around so you can see it. Super Enchi Orange Dream or just Super Enchi Leopard, I don't know. But these 2 are really pretty. They're like super bright yellowy orange. This one is gonna look fantastic when it comes out of the egg. If this one does hatch okay, it's gonna look very similar to this one, maybe just a little less yellow. And this one will be a little more plain, but still a pretty snake. So hopefully in a couple days here, we'll have these guys hatched out and I'll be able to get a better photo of what they all look like because I'm really excited to see that. And the rest of Big Puma's clutches are going to be hatching here in the next couple days to weeks. So I have a chance of hatching out more of these fantastic looking big cat snakes that I call them. So that is it for today. We got some really exciting, cool looking snakes in this clutch. Hopefully this one comes out okay. It looks like it's fully formed. I didn't see any kinks in it. I'm just hoping it gets out of the egg sac okay and it, you know, hatches in its own due time. So I'm gonna cover them back up, get them back in the incubator, and hopefully in a day or 2, at least these 4 come out of here and I can finally see what this one really looks like because I'm really excited to see what we have there. That might be our first ever holdback and a 6 gene animal, which is insane. Doesn't matter if you have any animals that have 6 genes in it, it is going to be a killer for you. in your breeding program. So hopefully that's what we hit here. Thank you guys for stopping by, and please remember to like and subscribe. See ya.